We are at the Ithaca College Educational Apiary, and this is our first Bee Fest since the COVID shutdown, so it's our first apiary open house. We just tried to come up with things that everyone would enjoy and the best ways to teach people. So we have a sales table for our South Hill Forest products, which is our raw honey, our maple syrup, and some other products like salves that we've made. We have a pollinator garden bug bingo to get to know our local pollinators and amphibians. And we have mason bee house crafts over there, so we can make bee houses for our native bees, which is really fun. Well, in our apiary we have one, Apis mellifera, which is the European honeybee or Western honeybee. And here in our pollinator garden we have hundreds of species of native bees, wasps, flies, and other critters. Bees are not aggressive. Bees are defensive, and that's an important difference because bees are never out in their life coming after people. People get stung because the bees get scared. Our apiary saying is no jerks in the bee yard. They don't like quick movements. They don't like flapping hands, any kind of like shaking. They don't like any of that. So if you're around a bee, give it some space, watch it do what it does best, which is work, and just let it do its thing.
In the class, the students become part of the management team for the apiary. They learn the biology of bees, they learn the management of bees, and they take over the fall operations for the apiary. So bees are part of the pollinator complex that basically make fruit happen. And so any fruit and some of the things we call vegetables or fruits like tomatoes and cucumbers, but any of that sort of stuff doesn't happen without pollinators, and bees are the primary pollinators for all these crops. So in addition to being important for human food, they also are the things that pollinate the wild plants, which produce then the fruits for the plants to propagate themselves, and also then for animals to eat those. So they are kind of the connector of the ecosystem that makes food happen.
I came out to the Bee Fest because we had some friends visiting from Washington, D.C., and I have a toddler, so we were trying to find an activity that would be fun and exciting for everyone, and also we love honey. And then I just enjoyed learning all about how the colony functions throughout the year, and just impressed by the bee works, and also just putting on a bee suit was really fun.